Taking the plunge early swimwear. Let's dive into the fascinating history of swimsuits, shall we? It's a journey that takes us from the practical to the fashionable. Before the sleek and chic designs we know today, swimwear had a more practical and, let's face it, modest beginning. It was all about functionality and modesty. In the early days, swimming wasn't exactly a leisure activity. Think more along the lines of bathing for hygiene rather than catching rays. People went to the water to cleanse themselves, not to relax. Early swimwear was all about coverage. The idea was to cover as much skin as possible to maintain decency. Women wore long, heavy garments made from materials like wool or flannel. These materials were far from ideal for swimming. Imagine trying to swim in that. The weight and water absorption made it quite a challenge. These suits were often paired with stockings and even shoes to maintain decency. Yes, you heard that right, shoes in the water. Men weren't much better off, sporting full-body suits that left little to the imagination. These suits were also made from heavy materials. It's fascinating to think how far swimwear has come since those early days. The transformation is truly remarkable. From those rudimentary beginnings, we've witnessed a steady evolution in style, materials and societal norms that have shaped swimwear into the fashion statement it is today. The journey has been long and interesting, so grab your sunnies and let's explore the fascinating journey of swimwear through the ages. From heavy wool to lightweight fabrics, swimwear has truly evolved.
The Victorian era, known for its conservative values, had a significant impact on swimwear. Modesty was the name of the game, darlings. Women's swimsuits were essentially dresses made of wool or flannel, featuring long sleeves, skirts, and even bloomers underneath. These suits were heavy, cumbersome, and far from practical for swimming. But remember, it was more about propriety than performance. Men, too, were expected to cover up, wearing full-body suits that resembled long johns. Talk about a far cry from today's Speedos. Despite the restrictions, the Victorian era marked the beginning of swimming as a leisure activity. As people began to enjoy the water for recreation, swimwear, albeit slowly, started to evolve towards more practical and less restrictive designs.
The 1920s ushered in a new era of liberation and with it, a dramatic shift in swimwear styles. This decade marked a significant departure from the restrictive and cumbersome swimwear of the past. Hemlines were on the rise, and swimsuits followed suit, literally. Women began to enjoy more freedom and comfort at the beach. Gone were the days of bulky, full-body coverage. The heavy woolen suits that once dominated the shores were replaced by lighter, more practical designs. The Roaring Twenties embraced a more streamlined silhouette. This new style was not only fashionable, but also allowed for greater ease of movement in the water. Women's swimsuits became more form-fitting, with shorter hemlines that exposed their legs. This was a bold statement of independence and modernity. Sleeves became optional, and necklines plunged lower. These changes reflected the broader social shifts towards gender equality and personal freedom. This was a time for women to embrace their newfound freedom, and swimwear became a symbol of this cultural shift. The beach became a place of self-expression and liberation. Men's swimwear also saw a transformation, with shorter, more fitted suits becoming the norm. These new designs were both practical and stylish. The tank top style emerged, allowing for more freedom of movement. This was a significant change from the more conservative styles of previous decades. The 1920s paved the way for even more daring designs in the decades to come. This era set the stage for the evolution of swimwear fashion, influencing styles for generations. Hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get really exciting. We're diving into a fashion revolution that changed the way we see swimwear forever. The 1940s marked a turning point in swimwear history with the invention of the bikini. This tiny two-piece swimsuit made waves and challenged societal norms. Can you believe there was a time before bikinis? It seems impossible now. Back then, women wore modest one-piece swimsuits that covered much more skin. French designer Louis Réard introduced the world to the two-piece swimsuit in 1946, and it caused quite a stir. His daring design was revolutionary and controversial. Named after the Bikini Atoll, where atomic bomb tests were being conducted, the bikini was seen as explosive in more ways than one. It was a bold statement in fashion. It was considered scandalous and even banned in some countries. Authorities deemed it too revealing and inappropriate for public display. But there was no stopping the bikini revolution. Despite the initial backlash, the bikini began to gain popularity and acceptance. As women embraced the freedom and confidence it represented, the bikini gradually gained acceptance and quickly became a staple of beachwear. Today, it symbolizes empowerment and liberation.
The sporty 70s and beyond functionality meets fashion. The latter half of the 20th century saw swimwear become increasingly practical and influenced by sportswear. The rise of athleticism and a focus on fitness led to the popularity of swimsuits designed for performance. The 1970s saw the emergence of the iconic one-piece swimsuit, often made from stretchy, quick-drying materials. These suits provided coverage and support while allowing for a full range of motion. Think high-cut legs, plunging necklines, and bold, graphic prints. From the 1980s onwards, swimwear continued to evolve, incorporating new fabrics, cuts, and styles. The thong bikini made its debut, and designers experimented with cutouts, asymmetrical designs, and vibrant colors.
Designers making waves. Icons of swimwear. Swimwear wouldn't be the same without the visionary designers who have shaped its evolution. From the early pioneers to contemporary icons, these designers have left their mark on swimwear history. Coco Chanel, a true fashion revolutionary, introduced swimwear to the world of high fashion in the 1920s. Rudi Gernreich shocked the world with his topless monokini design in the 1960s, pushing boundaries and challenging societal norms. Today, designers like Stella McCartney, Mauricia Dobrozanska-Reeves, and Melissa Oderbash continue to innovate, creating swimwear that is both stylish and functional. These designers understand that swimwear is not just about covering up, but about expressing personal style and feeling confident.
Today's trends, from high-waisted to sustainable. Swimwear today is more diverse than ever before. There's a style for every taste, body type, and occasion. One of the hottest trends right now is the return of the high-waisted bikini. This flattering style is both chic and retro-inspired, offering a bit more coverage while still showing off those curves.
Another major trend is sustainability. Many designers are now using recycled materials, such as plastic bottles, to create eco-friendly swimwear. Look for brands that prioritize ethical production practices and use sustainable fabrics. From bold prints to minimalist designs, there's a swimsuit out there for everyone. Embrace your personal style and find a suit that makes you feel confident and fabulous.
The future of swimwear innovation and inclusivity. What does the future hold for swimwear? I predict even more innovation and inclusivity. We're already seeing exciting developments in fabric technology with swimsuits that offer UV protection, temperature regulation, and even change color in the water. Inclusivity will continue to be paramount with designers creating swimwear for all body types, ages, and abilities. We'll see more size-inclusive options, adaptive swimwear for people with disabilities, and designs that cater to diverse cultural preferences. The future of swimwear is bright, bold, and full of possibilities. I can't wait to see what incredible designs emerge in the years to come.
Swimsuits. A reflection of society. Swimsuits are more than just garments. They're a reflection of society's evolving attitudes towards body image, modesty, and self-expression. From the restrictive suits of the Victorian era to the liberating bikinis of today, swimwear has mirrored the changing times. As societal norms have shifted, so too have our perceptions of what's considered acceptable swimwear. The evolution of swimwear tells a story of liberation, empowerment, and a growing acceptance of diverse body types.
Confidence in every stitch. Ultimately, the most important thing about swimwear is how it makes you feel. Confidence is the best accessory you can wear, no matter your size, shape, or style. Embrace your body, celebrate your individuality, and find a swimsuit that makes you feel amazing. Remember, darlings, swimwear is designed to help you enjoy the water, soak up the sun, and make a splash. So go ahead, rock that swimsuit with confidence and embrace the joy of summer. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel.